How's it going, my dudes? Welcome back to another video. Today we are playing Kingdom of Heroes, okay? And then this is how you use Jara. She's one of the least favorite heroes in the starting because, like, if you take a look at the 5-star selection box, right, that you get from the start, you will notice that Jara, who is actually this girl over here, she is actually one of the least picked heroes, if not the least pick, okay? Because her skill kit is not exactly that fantastic for newbies to want to get into directly, but this is how I found her to be very useful, and I will show you how good she can be, especially in PvP. Okay, so the way you want to build her is to make her really fast, okay? So I got her at 163 speed, and another thing that you should note is that you do get Freya from the start, okay? And then as you can see, her speed is just slightly faster at 164. So that's what you want to aim for. You want Freya to go first, and then followed by Jara, okay? And then another thing is, the position of your units really matter, because these positions will reflect your position in the PvP itself, okay? So for example, this is how my lineup looks like on the left. I have Freya, followed by Jara, followed by a weak DPS, followed by a strong tanky DPS. Okay, so this is the order that you want to put them in. You will definitely have some kind of variation of this team, so don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much about me having all the net 5s, okay? What's so good about Jara is that her third skill, Inspiriting Tune, you can only unlock it if you awaken her, so do take note of that. So she's actually the first hero I went to awaken straight away, okay? So increases the duration of active buffs on surrounding allies by 2 turns. If the ally doesn't have a buff, you grant them with increased speed for 3 turns. So this is really good because everyone starts off with Freya, like I said, and Freya has the second skill that is Ghost Dancer, grants increased speed for you and surrounding allies for 2 turns, and invincibility for 1 turn. So what you're gonna notice very quickly is, obviously a lot of you guys already understand where I'm getting at, but let's take on something generally easy so that we can see this take effect immediately. So this is just this is just a bot, I believe. It's just a computer AI, okay, just an AI defense. So what you notice really from the start is Freya will go first, shield a bunch of us, and then Jara will go in to extend the shield. So take a look, we have 1 turn of shield on 3 of us, and now we have 3 turns of shield, including Jara, who actually moved. Okay, so the shield actually expires at the end of a turn, which is why we are able to extend the shield on Jara. So right now, we have 3 entire turns of invincibility. We cannot get hit. The only character on my team that can be hit is unfortunately going to be my tanky DPS. Okay, I call her tanky because I gave her vampire runes. She's Ifrit, of course, the most picked hero. I'm not even sure why she's the most picked. Okay, she's decent. I think she's okay, but I think there's much better options out there. Ingwe, okay, Ingwe the tank, the green tank, he is really good as well. But I feel like Morgan is possibly one of the best starting picks because she has 2 AoEs with guaranteed crits, and I'm not sure why she's not picked enough. But okay, so we're gonna try going after someone a little bit harder. So this guy, he is comparable in power to me. So hopefully we will be able to pull this off with this really clean strategy over here. Okay, so as always, the lineup really matters, okay? So it matters for your defense as well. You want to put your Freya first, followed by Jara, and then followed by a weak DPS, followed by a tanky DPS, and then you reflect the same order over here. Because your tanky DPS don't need the shields, right? But your weak DPS, they do need the shield, which is going to be my Bunny. I do have Lilith as well, but I think Bunny is going to be more useful, especially for absorbing buffs from people. See, there you go. I remove the buff from them, and then therefore I can engage their team. Of course, I can intervene and select who I want to target. Like, I can choose to target the enemy Ifrit over there, who doesn't have the invincibility, right? But I want to try to make this as AI friendly as possible, okay? So the moment you press that auto button, I want to see perfection immediately, okay? So that's what I'm going for. I'm a lazy gamer, okay? You guys know me, I'm a lazy gamer. I just want to be really good, really efficient, and that's efficiency to me. So there you go. That's a lot of tank, okay? Because you gotta understand that, you know, when Freya drops the shield and then Jara extends the shield, what happens is that when Freya actually has a shield removed, okay, she would then be able to drop yet another shield on her 4th turn, because if you do manage to skill up her 2nd skill, which is her invincibility, her cooldown will be dropped to 3 turns, okay? So that means that on the 4th turn, she'll be able to drop another shield. So that's a lot of defense over there. There's a lot of shields. Of course, there are seriously hard counters to my team, which is, oh wow, we're actually probably gonna lose over here. Okay, so there are some hard counters on my team, against my team, which is, like, you can use Bunny. And I'm pretty sure that there are some other heroes out there who absorbs buffs. Okay, so as long as they absorb your buff, you are in immediate danger, because that's the end of your strategy over there. Your strategy has ended. So okay, thankfully we were able to turn this around. So I guess that's why Ifrit is so strong, right? That Ifrit just took out 2 of my heroes really easily. But other than that, I'm not so sure. Like, okay, her damage output is, I would say it's okay. Yeah, I would say it's okay. She's not gonna be doing too much. She's like 260, no crit. But of course, there are probably better ways to build her. I only decided to go with Vampire because I need her to be a little bit more tanky for me. We will do one more run, and then we can call it a day from here. So this is really amazing. I love using Jara, okay. Another thing about Freya is that she has a speed leader, which means that you guys are gonna go first. Or rather, yeah, okay. So the thing is, you really want to go first, okay. In this game, it's a little bit special in a sense that you generally don't want to move first, because if you move, you actually set yourself up into immediate danger. Because if you walk forward, the enemies can just walk forward on their turn and they can hit you immediately. Okay, so generally speaking, for this game, it's kind of weird. You don't really want to go first, but for this lineup, you do want to move first because you do not want your Freya to use her 3rd skill on the enemy instead. So your Freya needs to have the 1st turn so that her AI would decide not to attack but to instead buff. So that's why it's so important for Freya to have a tremendous speed, and then Jara just 1 speed less. That's perfection over there. So I think this lineup of mine can probably survive for at least to the... Oh no, what happened? Oh, okay. That shocked me for a while. So my lineup just flipped for some reason, 180 degrees flip. I'm not sure why. That scared me, okay, but anyway, all's good. We are still enjoying our shields over there. So as you can see, Bunny went first. She then absorbed all the buffs that they had. Okay, so that's a really good thing about Bunny. Everyone has a Freya, so Bunny is going to be a super good counter against most of the teams right now. Because we are still in the early game, okay. No one really knows strategies right now. Everyone just wants to pick like Ingwe and like Lilith, you know, those heroes that are really good in most content. They just want the best bang for their buck, pretty much. So you can think of that and try to action against it. So I've seen some strategies where people actually use the water sniper Bartholomew. He's so terribly looking, okay. But he's extremely good in single target DPS, really one of the best. He can absorb your buff, he can steal your buff, immediately take a turn, and do a huge snipe, which is super cool. But yeah, so this is why Jara might be a possibly good pick, okay, for the early game, because like I said, everyone has a Freya. You can definitely use this strategy. You can abuse this strategy to its fullest. Really awesome, really fun. As you can see, we're not really taking too much damage, except for the fact that my Jara got jumped. But yeah, with that said, that's the end of this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this content, do let me know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you've not already done so, and of course, I will see you, as always, in the next video.